Hi guys, welcome to Making Sawdust. I'm Kevin, and I almost got scammed. If you want to hear a little bit more about this, stick around guys. This is going to be kind of a vloggy video, a little longer than most, but I want to give you a public service announcement for all you woodworkers out there that may be running a Facebook page or a Google My Business, maybe have a website, maybe have your information that's public so customers can contact you via phone or text or even email. I have a website, kevinswoodcreations.com. I also have an email, kevin@kevinswoodcreations.com. I have a Google My Business account, so my woodworking is visible locally. If somebody wants to search for a woodworker in Wyoming, they can find me. They can contact me through my cell phone. I also have a Facebook page that they can contact me through DM, email, and also my cell phone. Now I know what you guys may be thinking. Why do you have your phone number publicly visible? Well, I personally like to talk to a customer that I'm going to do some custom work for. I like to talk to them on the phone. We can handle most of the business transaction and the details of a specific project, through DMs or email or text messages. But I think it's in my best interest, and maybe some of you guys are the same way, it's in my best interest to communicate personally with folks, especially locally. Sometimes they can't just stop by the shop and we can talk. This way we can get all the details of the build hashed out, make sure each of us understand exactly what they want done, and there is no confusion. So that's why I have my stuff public. It's not, my phone number is not on my website, of course, but Facebook, if you want to dig far enough, you can get it. Email, you can dig far enough, you can get it. My YouTube channel is associated with my Facebook and my website, but my phone number is not there. I don't want to say that. I guess I don't know. I don't want to say that. Anyway, I'm not going to edit that out, guys. I got potentially scammed. I have a copy of the email right here. This started on April 17th of this year, okay? And it started with a message to my Kevin's Wood Creations email, April 16th. Started with, I need some help if you can build me some bookcase for my new house. How much will it cost, and do you accept credit card for payment? Kindly get back to me ASAP. Well, ASAP, ASAP, as soon as possible. That sounds like an emergency to me. I don't think that's really, obviously it's not an emergency for a bookcase build. I responded to him. It was just kind of funny. I was like, I bet this is not legit. I responded to him, good afternoon. I would need some more information before I could quote a price. I would need to know the size bookcases you need, material that you want, and your budget. Do they need to be shipped, or do you live locally? And I'll stop right there. Obviously, it's not cost effective to ship an item, but depending on a fellow's budget, I would consider shipping something. But it's probably not my go-to. Or can you pick them up, or do you require delivery? Thank you for your interest. I signed the email. Now, this is kind of weird. He responded back very promptly. Thank you for your prompt response. I just bought a new house, so I will like to know if you can make bookcase, and I have the sample of the bookcase made. I want 2 custom-made bookcases, 47.5 feet by 88.25 feet by 11 red oak. Now, the syntax, he probably means inches. Kind of a flag right there. All shelves should be solid oak, not plywood. solid wood framing at tops and bottoms and sides, 3/4 oak plywood backs, stain finish with sealer and catalyzed lacquer finish, natural finish color. So let me know how much that will cost for 2 bookcases. I want you to know that I will need 2 pieces of bookcase and kindly provide an estimate of 2 bookcase. So again, syntax of his email, I should have probably just let it go. And I'm thinking, you know, maybe he's voice texting. It doesn't take me that long to run up a rough board foot quote. So I did, and multiplied materials times 3, added $150 for incidental cost. I came up to about $2,500. So I respond to him. My initial estimate for lumber, materials, labor will be, I apologize, $2,400 for both units. This is a total price which does not include any shipping or delivery. Any decorative details and styling may increase the price as well. If you could provide some pictures of the actual design of the bookcase, that will be helpful for me to give a better estimate of price. So he responds promptly again, okay, here is a picture of what I would like you to build for me, and let me know if you can handle that for me perfectly. Well, I'll insert a picture. If he's built a brand new house and he insets a picture of some cheesy bookcases that have exposed casters, no trim, they're just very basic and simple, there was a huge red flag right there, and I pretty much knew this is just a scam. But I'm trying to figure out how he's trying to scam me. So I let it go a little further. I said, thank you for your picture. Maybe we should speak on the telephone because I have more questions and I want to make sure that I can handle your request exactly. This way we can be agreed upon all the requirements of your build request and move forward. Provide him my cell phone number, and then he texted me promptly. And I'll insert pictures of this text string. And this is not the first communication I've had with this fella. I had communication as of yesterday again. He texts me, which we've just talked email here for a few minutes. He texts me, I need some help if you can build some bookcases for me. And his last name is signed in every text. I'm thinking, this is just weird. He says, this is Myron. So, he's not giving me any details. He's not calling me on the phone. So I ended up calling him. And it went to kind of a weird voicemail. It said a text service not available to pick up. It's not your standard Verizon or AT&T or T-Mobile. Your wireless customer is not available right now. So I'm like, another red flag. He sends me a text real quick. Sorry for not picking. I'm in meeting with my client. Please text me via here. So he doesn't want to talk on the phone, but he wants to text. I'm thinking, this is really weird. I'm pretty much committed at this point. This is a scam. I'm not going to get any woodwork out of the deal. I'm not hungry for the woodwork, which is okay. I got plenty of work to do. So it's not big. So I'm kind of going to let it go. He sends me another text about an hour later. Hello, are you there? And I said, what do you need? I need some help. I ended up talking to him on the phone. I called again. And gave him some awful words and told him not to scam me. Why are you trying to scam me? Here's the kicker. He couldn't understand a thing he said. He had very broken English. He sounded like he was in a call center. Sounded very busy behind. Phones are ringing and all kinds of activity in the background. He's in a call center. This is not a customer that wants custom bookcases made. So I ended the communication right there. So I didn't waste a lot of time with this guy. Took about an hour out of my day. I didn't do any fancy type of quote. I communicated via email, a couple text messages, and a phone call. to find out this was not a legit deal. I wasn't fussed about it. I wrote it off. A few days later, I get a text string from a different area code. It said it's a 901 area code, Memphis, Tennessee. I'll add the first area code said Washington, D.C. Okay. One text message. Hi. I waited a few minutes and said, who is this? A few minutes later, hello, this Edward. I would like to know if you do woodworking. And woodworking is all caps. I'll put a screenshot there. I said, yes, I do. And I'm pretty sure this is just a scam again. Again, I'm kind of confused. Why? What's their motivation to, scam on a woodworker? How are they going to get this? So I'm really curious, actually. I want to find out how far they're going to go and still keep myself safe, okay? I'm not going to get on my computer. I'm not going to log into any type of shared computer contact or anything like that. I'm not going to make any financial transactions. I'm not going to download. I'm not going to click any links or anything. I want to see how far they're going to go. His next text. I just bought a new house, so I will like you to know if you can make bookcase. And I have a sample of the bookcase to be made. Big red flag. Myron wants bookcases. A few days later, Edward wants bookcases. I respond back real quick. I says, stop trying to scam me. I've had many idiots like you asking the same question. And then my phone rang. Again, comes from a call center, very busy in the background, very broken English. I could not understand him. I told him off. I said, don't call me. So I blocked his number, not a big deal. After he sent me this text, you don't need to call me again. What is the meaning of this? Okay. So I'm thinking, man, that's just weird. I still can't really wrap my head around why they're picking on a small-time woodworker, other than the fact I have a website, Facebook page, publicly available information, and then it gets better. Yesterday, guess who sends me a text? Myron. He says, hello, are you there? I also get an email within a minute on my Kinswood Creations email account. Hello, are you there? I wanted to entertain him, so I did. I said, what do you need? He says, I need some help if you can build some bookcases for me. I'm not going to tell him off immediately. Again, I've spiked my interest. I want to see how far these guys are going to go so I can at least get enough information to make a video and let other woodworkers, other people that are in small businesses know what's going on. Maybe this will spark some conversation. Maybe you guys have some information, and it can stop some of these idiots from scamming us. Okay. I said, do you live in the United States? He said, yes. And I said, where? Now, he gives my town, not the town I live in, but the town that is associated with my area code for my telephone, my cell phone. I moved halfway across country about 10 years ago and never switched my cell number. And, well, actually, I take that back. I did switch my cell number, but I kept the same area code, so it's listed as that state's area code. Well, it just so happens that he says he lives in that town with the area code and the prefix for that small town. I said, sure. Yeah, okay. I'm very hesitant about this, but I want to see how far he's going to go. I'm glad you guys are hanging out with me. So he gives a town, and I said, oh, what is your address? I can meet you there in 5 minutes and measure your area and build a custom item. Okay, question mark. He says, thanks for your prompt response. I just bought a new house, so I would like to know if you can make bookcase, and I have the sample of the bookcase to be made. Verbatim on the email. Same dimensions. All shelves, all same criteria. I'm like, okay. I raised the price, $2,500. I also says, I gave you a quote last week already. Don't you remember me? We talked on the phone. He said, sure, I'll email you, or I email you, but you didn't get back to me. Which is not true. Which he probably doesn't know that he tried to scam me last week. He says, can you email me right now? So I'm kind of wondering, if we're texting back and forth, why is he emailing? Why does he want to email? And there's not a chance I'm going to do that. Because that might be how they get in. I don't know. I'm not that techie. He says, yes, I did get back, or I said, yes, I did get back to you. We talked on the phone too. The price is $2,500. He said, good. Am satisfied with the total cost, very affordable, and I'm willing to pay up the sum of $1,250 as an upfront payment so that you can secure the job for me. Do you accept credit card for payments? I said, PayPal only. He says, oh no. I always have problem with PayPal charging my credit card for payment. Please do clear me if you have another credit card processor you use for processing payment. And then he sent a duplicate text, same thing. I said, PayPal only. I would like you to set up QuickBook Merchant. They are safe and secure to use. And I said, why? And he says, PayPal Merchant works best as of the merchant, but kindly understand me that I'm having issues with them these days due to the late remittance and double charging. Even last week, I lost $1,000 on PayPal Merchant, and I don't want that to happen again. So I will be glad if you can just sign up for QuickBook Merchant. Follow the link. I said, I also accept cash. If you're in my town, I can meet you. Remember, I don't live 1,500 miles away anymore, and I know he doesn't either. He says, I'll be needing your service on my new property, and I wish I could visit your shop in person, but due to my business trip dealing with a multi-million-dollar project here, that's why I'm contacting you by email. So I'd like you to handle it for me perfectly. And I want this done before I will get back home, because I will be coming back home for comfort reason. Let know if you are interested in handling the bookcases installation job for me here on my new property in the city. Well, I kind of giggled there, because the town that I used to live in is not a city. It's barely a town. It's actually a village. So, and there's probably not many large houses being built there either. But I pretty much knew this was a scam. I said, yes, I can do the job, but I need the down payment first. Sure, I'm ready to make the down payment, but I'd like to set up with QB Merchant so that I can be able to make a payment. And to worry, am ready to bear any charges, fees for setting up with item and the transaction fee. Well, I have to apologize. It's very hard for me to read broken English text. I said, I do not see why I need to set up a new payment account. I accept cash, money order, gift card from major merchants, and PayPal. If you want your bookcases made, you can figure out how to pay me through those options. He says, I understand, but my credit card doesn't work with PayPal. I'm techie enough to realize that you can use any credit card with PayPal. I said, what bank do you use? Call them and authorize a withdrawal, and I will pick it up. He says, kindly set up with QuickBook. They are good and reliable. I said, nope. It is not my responsibility to find a way for you to pay me. If you want bookcases, you will pay me with the options that I have provided you. He says, sorry, I cannot pay with those methods. And I says, well, I guess you don't get any bookcases from me. So, I would really like to know your folks' thoughts. Have you heard of you or your friends or anybody else in small business that's received some sort of scam like this? Have you guys been scammed like this? Is there a way that you can prevent this? I really don't want to unlist my phone number. I know that's really, you can't even do that anymore other than pull it off your Facebook profile, your business profile, or your Google My Business. But then real legit customers cannot talk to you. So there's a way that's eliminating my customer base in a way. Now, I don't mind wasting my time for half hour or texting the guy back to find out he's a scam, but I'd like to be a little more knowledgeable on what they're actually trying to do. How are they trying to get over on us? How to report this. I know I didn't lose any money. I lost a little bit of time, but that's not a big deal. But I'd love to hear your thoughts, guys. So my public service message is don't be in contact with a dude named Edward or Myron on some custom bookcases, and don't waste a lot of your time. Don't log into your computer and sign up for QuickBook Merchant. They might be a secure thing, but I don't need to find a way for somebody to pay me. Once this happens, I've heard a lot of scams where they accidentally deposit money into your account and then they require you to pay it back via gift cards and stuff like that. I'm not going to fall for that. There's a lot of people that are, elderly and, maybe not as knowledgeable about some of these, the techie side of stuff, and they do fall for it. And that is just terribly sad. Taking advantage of people is wrong, and I'd love to hear your thoughts, guys. Thank you for stopping by Making Sawdust, the Dungeon Shop, and it is a disaster, and I've got a ton of videos to make, so stick with me. If this is the first time seeing my channel and you enjoyed the content, make sure you click the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, leave all your comments, your questions, stuff like that down there, and hey, get out in your shop, start making some sawdust. Thanks for joining me. Bye.